Hello, my name is Jeanne Berg. I'm a pharmacist and a diabetes educator, and I stay in a town called Secunda, which is in the rural part of sunny South Africa. Today I have a friend with me. Her name is Angie, and she has a few questions for me about diabetes. Don't you, Angie?
Yes, I do. Could you please explain to me what diabetes means, and if I were diagnosed, what would it mean for my future?
Well, diabetes is a chronic disease, and it's characterized by continuous high blood glucose in the body. Right? And this high blood glucose obviously causes a lot of damage when it travels through your body in the blood. So for your future, you would be having a lot of complications you need to think about.
Right, so what kind of complications are we talking about?
Well, complications for diabetes are classified into microvascular and macrovascular complications. And the macrovascular would involve damage to your eyes and your kidneys and your nervous system in your body.
Wow. Tell me more about macrovascular complications. It's a very big word. Break it down to me.
Right. Vascular refers to the blood circulation in the body. The body uses vessels to circulate the blood, and the vascular refers to that specific vessel. So macrovascular would refer to the larger vessels in the body, and these are usually ones that are associated with the heart. So further on the subject of macrovascular disease, as many of us know, the blood is carried from the heart to the rest of the body in vessels called arteries. Now usually these arteries have a thin, healthy lining, but when they are subjected to high blood glucose all the time, these linings get damaged, and you sometimes get a plaque build-up. Plaque is what we would know as fatty materials, or as the layperson would know, cholesterol. And this plaque would build up in these arteries, and it could actually cause a total blockage, or the plaque could come loose, it could rupture, and it could cause a blood clot, which would go to a certain part of the body or the brain, and this would probably be known as a stroke.
So, Jeanne, what other parts of the body could be affected by this build-up?
Do you mean the build-up of the plaque in the arteries?
Yes.
Well, basically, macrovascular disease is characterized into three different groups. And atherosclerosis, which is this big name they give to the build-up of plaque in the arteries, causes coronary artery disease. It also causes a stroke. And then there's a thing called peripheral artery disease, which are very big words, which means that the arteries that go to the lower limbs of the body are affected.
Like your feet and your legs?
Like your feet and your legs.
So, Jeanne, how would I know that I'm developing symptoms of macrovascular complications?
Well, as I said, the macrovascular complications, they've got three different categories. So let's talk about the coronary artery disease first. An easy way to refer to coronary artery disease is like heart attack, because your heart is involved here. So if you had symptoms of coronary artery disease, then you would be having swelling of your feet and ankles. You would always be feeling tired and out of breath, and you'd also be feeling like you have palpitations, and those are the symptoms of the coronary artery disease. Talking about stroke,
yes.
I'm sure you've seen a person who has stroke.
I have.
Usually they would be paralyzed on the one side of their body.
Yes.
They have a numbness or tingling in their face and in their hands, and they have slurred speech. And then something else they would also have, they would impaired vision, and these would all be symptoms of stroke.
Yes.
Right, peripheral arterial disease, as I said before, involves the lower limbs of your body. And the first symptoms that you would actually see if you start developing this disease would be that your legs are cooler than the rest of your body. Your calves would be painful when you walk, and your feet would even be painful when you are resting them. And something else you may notice is that you have a loss of hair on your legs. And this is, of course, as a result of the lesser blood flow to your legs. So just to summarize what we've been talking about. We know diabetes is hard. Don't be discouraged. Work with your health team. Bring your side, take the first step. Always remember, the longest journey starts with the first step. Let's just go out there and stop diabetes.